Good morning and welcome to Bricolage with Pink Girly. I'm Pink Girly, and today I'm going to start off by working on and with my piano roll. I have a couple of them. A little while back when I was a vendor with Keisha's, I forget what she calls it, virtual craft vendors market or something like that. I was wanting a piano roll and I had an opportunity to purchase a bunch of them. So I purchased, I think there were like 35, and then I resold them. I mean, they're really cool. But as I started to look at them and then work with them, I wasn't as thrilled as I, in my mind, thought they'd be. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. Let me say hello to Kelly Ann. I am sure she is on her way to Kettle Cove. If not, she's already there. It's very chilly here today, so I'm hoping she has a nice sunny, warm day there to enjoy her time there at the beach. And we've got Angie Brown in the house. Good morning, Angie. And hello, Jacqueline. Joyce, good morning. Joyce has a piano roll, but she has no idea where it is. Girlfriend, I, I was making room to put Kellyanne's table up. I discovered a lot of things. Well, plus we had the construction out on the patio, and I had to disassemble my shelving unit and then reassemble it. So I found stuff I forgot I had. And through that, I discovered my piano rolls. I have two of them left that are still in the box. Now, Keisha from Keisha's Creations one time said these boxes are perfect to store washi tape, and she is exactly right. So I took several of my boxes and have them in a drawer, and my washi tape is all lined up in there. But if you purchase them in a box, this is what they look like in case you're unfamiliar. And a piano roll is there was a player piano years ago. They would put this roll in and I guess attach this little tab. And then I guess you turned it on somehow. I'm not sure how that worked. But as this started to unwind and roll, it would read the notes. See all these little slits and cuts? And some of them, I'm not sure this one, we'll see as I start to work with it, have the words down the side. That's kind of cool. I know it's a great idea. It really is a perfect fit. I usually have some washi sitting right here, but I don't at the moment. And this one is a little more deteriorated than the one I'm going to be using today. See, this is kind of, hey, Dar, good morning. But I mean, I just had an avalanche, unprovoked avalanche. Let me see if I can see a year on this one. Okay, I'm still having some eye issues, so it's going to be a challenge for me today. I'm pretty sure I have pink eye, so I might go get that checked tomorrow, but so I can't wear my lenses. All right, this says 1951. Word roll. ORS, trademark registered, I guess, maybe. There's a waltz ballad played by Rudy Erlbach, Edwin H. Morris Company, and printed in the United States. Now, I mean, the paper looks good. See, then it's got all these little holes that the piano would read those notes and play. Oh, here, see, this one's got words. The cap part, this one you can see is chipped. It's hard to read the words, but They're kind of cool. But in my opinion, just gotta say, they're cool to have, but to me the paper is not um at least the ones that I purchased. It just really, to me, it's not really useful for anything other than like collage because it's old and it doesn't fold nicely. With the ones I've had, so they crack and they rip and they tear. So I'm really not sure my idea for today how that's going to go. Well, we're just going to see. See, it looks like somebody taped this one. So I was thinking about when I was cleaning my shelving unit off and then reassigning things a new home. I'm thinking I should do something with this piano roll. But, what to do. That's the thing. That's always the question, what to do. So then I was thinking, and I mentioned this before. I watched somebody, and I don't know, I don't think I ever remember who it is. I feel like it's either Lisa Jameson or um, Dana. What's Dana's Scrappy somebody. Scrappy girl? Maybe it wasn't either one of them, but they were doing a glue book type thing. But she had like a scroll. She was doing it on a roll, and then she would just, roll it up. I don't know if she started with a tube or a like a oh gosh, paper towel roll. When you're finished those. I mean, that's basically what's underneath here. So I want to start at the other end. I don't want to start here. I want to start where this begins. Now I'm going to see how long it is because I may trim it and re-roll it because I don't want it to be ridiculously long, right? So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to start rolling it up till we get to the other end. The other thing is when I glue things on here, just going to make it like a glue book. I'm just going to open it up and just start gluing stuff down. Oh, you do, Dar? You have one somewhere? I'm so glad we've had this time together. Come in, say hello, say good morning. Just to have a laugh and sing a song. Oh, here's some words over here on this one. But it seems as soon as we get started. And it usually tells you what songs on the box. Anyway, it usually tells you. This is quite a lot of paper. And I don't want to cut the starting end off because I like that little claspy thing. Now this looks pretty good. This paper right now doesn't seem too dry. It seems like it might. Okay, see, there's quite a lot. This would play for quite some time, I think. I mean, I don't think it went through the pianos very quickly. Hey, Lala. Oh, have a wonderful day with your family, Lala. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate that. It's always nice to see you. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to be trimming some of this off. And it just keeps going. Holy moly. I did not think it was going to be this long. There it is. That'll be the end. See, so it just was taped onto this roll. Now these just pop off. At least the other, see it just boop. This is a real heavy tube, but see how thin it is and narrow? This one's maybe glued on. So I'm gonna cut some of this off because I don't need it to be this big. Plus, when I start gluing paper on there and I re-roll it like a scroll, I'm not sure how much the original paper is going to take. You know, whether it's going to give or comply. So I can always use this for collage, right? So I'm taking some of the. I'm taking some off. I'm going to make a little cut here. And I'm going to, you know what I didn't pay attention to was, does it go down? Wait a minute, rewind. Nope, it's straight across. Okay. So see at the other end, we've got that angle, you know. I just want to keep that other end. Now, it's been taped on this one, but I think it's cool. Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thanks, Lola. I appreciate that too. So a few of you have these. Now, Darth said she has one. Joyce said she has a piano roll, but she doesn't know where hers is. Have either of you done anything with yours, or is it kind of just sitting in storage? All right, so now I don't want to get carried away and take too much off. Maybe I'll just, oh, that's still quite a lot, you know? Frying chicken. You don't like yours, Jay? Joyce is still in the box. That's another point. It is it just like is an automatic roll. So Jacqueline said she's got hers cut up and in something trying to get it flat. This one is definitely a nice color. I've had other ones that were a little more, little whiter and a little brighter, you know, didn't look old. This one looks pretty good. And other ones I had really almost felt crumbly, but this one doesn't feel too bad. Now, what I have to do is find some tape. All right. Where push comes to shove, I can always, you know, cut it off. So I'm going to try to cut straight. Now, just like when you do a fabric scroll, you know how some gals will do, they'll tell a story or they'll just put things on. Oh, Dar, that's an idea. Dar saying she used hers like a stencil and then she sent it out as Happy Meal. That's a cool idea. I can't really see this line where I wanted to cut. Now, this might be hard to do. Yeah, well, I bought 35. I mean, what can I tell you? I'm over the top. I'm extra, as Jacqueline would say. I am extra for sure. Now, I think I want to tape this down, although I feel like that's not on there properly. You got them from, oh, that's a great price because they were there for a while. I don't know about now, but like a couple years ago, they were going, depending, I guess, on how old they were going for like $10. Okay, somewhere out here, I have tape somewhere. Kellyanne was making tinkle tape. So let's look on her workstation. I don't know if I took it back. I could use washi tape as well. Maybe I should just do that. I know where some of that is. I think if I can get to that. Next ribbon. I didn't think about this part. So if some of you are really players and you're watching and you don't know what a glue book is, it's just merely a book journal type thing that you just glue stuff in. Just glue it. You can make little vignettes and scenarios and, make them where it's a good width. They say something or mean something, or you can just slap stuff down willy-nilly. And it's just, random. Yeah, that's a good price, Joyce. Especially back then. So I don't know if what other people have done with theirs. Maybe some people had a player piano and they just wanted to for the music. For the music. You know? Now, washing may not be the best idea, but that's what I'm going with. And I'm going to put some in a couple different places. Now, it would have been better if I had, found a spot where it was all solid to reconnect this to this like spool. But that's usually the beginning and at the end. So I'm just going to give this a little bit of a start. So I'm thinking I want to use, I'm going to try using, oh, you have been harvesting. That's fun. That's a fun job, I think. I do have magazine bits and things, so I forgot to get my big glue stick. That's over the other side of the room. Let me grab that. And I have my fodder, if you will, unorganized and just in an accordion type folder. So I'm just going to grab some out and just start. And I like to get a couple of different things started and done today. But not started, but started was the wrong word. Oh, I may have picked up the wrong. Here's some more. So no rhyme or reason on this one for me. I'm just going to glue stuff down and see if I can roll it up onto this piano roll. That should be plenty to get us started. I'm hoping this glue stick works well, because I don't want to use wet glue, because I want to be able to work and roll and, continue on, see how it goes. Joyce said, I've been harvesting magazines. I sent one to a lady. Oh, that's cool, Joyce. That's nice. That's neat. I never had this. This I found in Europe at the thrift shop. So I picked it up. Now, when I harvest magazine fodder, I just go through and I just tear out the whole page, basically. So I'm just going to start by tearing out things that I find attractive, and that I'm going to just use. Got to get a little more organized here, though. Oh, this could be trouble. I don't want to put this here, because, well, maybe I can sneak it up there. Now, because of all these holes, I'm not sure how any of this is gonna, and it kind of just weakens the paper, So I'm going to rip off some of this extra. I'm hoping that when I start gluing these pieces on, it will help stabilize it a little bit. But once I start rolling it up, I don't want it to stick to itself either. You know what I mean? I probably should be, working on another. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Oh, yeah, look, that's not really what I want. Where's my... I like the offset palette knife I have. Let's see if I can spot it. I doubt. Well, this one might work. I just want to be able to spread this glue a little bit, I think. Maybe I should have gotten out my Yes paste. Making a mess. I'm making a mess. I want to kind of keep that taut. I'm just gluing it down, guys. Till I get started and hopefully get rocking and rolling here. These are napkins. That's all right. I get this. I'll keep a neat and tidy surface. All right, let's see. We have something here. That looks like good paper. We don't want to do that. I should have a little plastic. I Here, this will work. I'm just going to use this piece of manila folder. Now, some of this I may cut out rather than tear. He's cool, but I don't think I want the whole page on, so let's cut him out. I guess he's a moth. This is fussy cutting and not being so fussy. Just kind of cutting. So I really like coming on at 10 o'clock rather than noon. My hope was to get back to church, and then I had all my dental issues, and I'm so self-conscious. I'm not doing that until I get my dental situation resolved, which really is not going to be until next year now because I'm out of my benefits. And it's so very expensive. So I think for right now, I'm gonna go back to the 10 o'clock start time. Because I can. All right. Now, I am not an expert glue book person. I can't really say I'm new to it. I just don't really do a lot of it. I enjoy it when I do it. But somebody in chat will have to remind me of the name of the gal that's really good at it. Cut, paste, just cut, paste, and I don't know. I think Jacqueline knows who she is. See, now that's probably, see that's sticky there. Yes, that's it. Thanks. I knew she knew it. Nicole, Relax Cut Glue. She does amazing things. And she like builds on top of what she puts down and, makes characters kind of looking. But see, I think if I roll this up now, it's going to stick to itself because it's coming through over here. I guess I could do both sides. Oh, look, I should have. Well, no, that's the way it came off. Let's find something bigger. Yeah, why can't I just do that, right? And she has a piano roll. I guess autocorrect got her. Some of the stuff autocorrect does is just mind-boggling to me. It's like not even close. So I'm going to glue this on this side, trying to avoid the rolls, getting glued to itself because I'm working and moving on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on a live stream. I don't want to sit and wait for the glue to dry because that would take longer than paint drying. Paint dries pretty quick, relatively speaking. Oh, this side would have been a nice picture too. So how many of you watching have a glue book? Let's see if I can get this to stick down. Now I want this to go over top of where I just glued on the other side. Now see here, I didn't do this so swell. See, I've got a little bit of overage there. Might have to trim that. Joyce, I think I have it turned all the way up. I have no water in it. Oh, really, Jay? Okay. I have no water in it. I have it on the dry setting, and I have it all the way up to its highest setting. But I think you could try because I want it to like kind of steam and really dry out my paper because a lot of times I'm ironing wet paper because I'm in a hurry. You know, if I tea stain it or coffee stain it. So Jacqueline says she does her junk planner as a glue book. See, now I could come back and add things, but for right now, I'm just going to see if I can get this rolling. Now, I really want this to be tight. But you could try, Joyce, a lower setting and then increase it as you need to. But when I first start, like if your paper's wet, now sometimes you want to iron dry paper for whatever reason. That's different. If it's wet, you just coffee stained or tea stained it or something like that, and it's wet, I just kind of hover over top of it and let it make some steam till I can put it down because sometimes you'll get pilling if you just go at it and then it can tear and all that jazz. So I would do a test first. Joyce said she has several glue books. Now, Joyce, do you theme them? Like, do you have one that's certain colors you only put in, or seasonal, or like how do you handle that? Or you just they're all just whatever? I'm gonna line that up there and try to keep the glue just where the solid paper is. No, this is probably kind of risky putting the glue on the actual piano paper. Because some of it that you have might be really, you just do what pleases you. Cool. I like to use composition books. Hey, Christine, how are you? Nice to see you. Checking the back side there. What do I have up next? I just pulled out a stack of good things. I think I want to keep that. So let me get my little decal ruler here. This I think I'll cut. Your junk planner is a a composition book. Okay, I thought I thought it said camp book. I'm thinking camp book, composition book. Cool. I love the composition books, especially when the pages start to get wrinkly and all, and you glue crap down. Ooh, I love that. I love it. Let's get these little eggies. You're perfect. Cool. That's always nice to hear. And I have to say, I'm jealous. My eye has not cleared up, so it finally dawned on me last night. Or maybe I have pink eye. So I was reading up a little bit on that, and I'm pretty sure I do. So last night I did a couple cold compresses, which does feel better. I have my little cool paper towel here. Yes, Joyce. Yes. Hey, Roseanne. Hi. Good morning. So I'm going through all these shelves that we had to take apart. And I was determined to clean some stuff out and just not think about it. At one point, my husband was pulling something out of the trash and saying, "Are you sure you want it?" I'm like, just put it back in there. Put it back in there. I don't want to look at it a second time or think about it. It's got to go. Okay, okay. Because this is what I do. This is what I do. I rethink and then I'm pulling crap out. Oh, and then nothing ever gets thrown away. So that was my plan. So I'm going through a stack of things, and I've got bags sitting all over because this is I can't even really say that I'm lazy, although I am certainly lazy to a degree. But I just want to get on with the next thing, and I just don't want to take the time to put things where they should go. I just want to work on what I'm working on. If I'm streaming, I just want to stream, and when I'm done streaming, I want to get going and moving on to the next thing. So it's not all laziness, not entirely laziness. But because of that, really, Roseanne, had a day. Oh, maybe I can get my husband to stop. Wait a minute, girls. I'm just gonna do this real quick, and hopefully he sees it. Um, like where would I get pink eye? I'm like really not out and about that much. Like, don't you have to catch that from somebody? All right, let's go here and let's see the husband. The husband. I changed it to payday. Pat a day. Uh, There's a CVS he can pass, I think, on his way back to church, from church. Okay, cool. Oh, Rosanna, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's see if we can get, oh, these got these other little eggs. Maybe they'll go somewhere else. At first, I thought allergies, and then when I was looking up online, it said if it was allergies, it would be in both eyes. And really, if I'm honest, it's really just my right eye that is giving me fits. Giving me fits. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking it was probably an eye drop. Oh, let me do extra strength. Okay. Cool. Look at these. Aren't these cute? There's another good things. Guess this was a Martha. Guess this was a Martha. I'm gonna rough cut this out. Just get around these little things. Yeah. So, what do you think? Last day of August, huh? Wowzer, wowzer. My daughter is a fourth grade school teacher, so she's been back to school in her district, but she lives in a different district. Okay, okay, Ange, got it, babe. Um, then her children go to school, and so they're starting school tomorrow. No, tomorrow would be the second. They're starting school the second. Anybody have holiday plans? We don't. We don't. We used to always, but not anymore. Not anymore. It's a little sad. My one sister just had surgery, so she's kind of the party girl and really was the entertainment. She's the Martha Stewart of our family. We tease her and call her Martha. She does not appreciate it. But hey, that's what we do. Maybe I'll see. I'm going to start working upside down on this side. Now, I wasn't originally thinking I would do both sides, but because I want to roll and glue and roll, and these have all these little openings, let's not cover those words, Lori. I'm covering up some of these areas where maybe the glue has come through. Now, that's not too bad there. Okay. Now, you probably can use scrapbook paper, I would think, especially if you have the kind that's thinner. It's not like the cardstock kind, because I think you would have a hard time re-rolling cardstock. It's not as forgiving. Now this, see, it's not rolling because I took a bunch of it off and I cut it, and it really isn't rolling as nicely as it probably could or should. But I'm going to just keep going with the idea. And then, now you could tell a story with this, I'm just gluing it down, just just to see if I could do it. And I'm really not happy with how this is. And I think maybe if I let it dry, it might roll a little better. I'm starting to notice that I think it's important to get those little ends, get your little edges glued down, especially when you're re-rolling. This must have been an Easter edition. Look at how cute that is. All right, let's try. Let's try fairing this. My grandmother had a pussy willow tree. A pussy willow tree. I think it was a tree. That's what these kind of remind me of. I don't know if that's what they are. Hmm. So I went and visited my sister. Oh, look, I should have looked at the back side. This is cute too. That would have been cute. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. So I'm just thinking of other ways you could do this. I mean, you could, if you had family pictures, that you wanted, you could print out on regular printer paper, which is lightweight, which is only like 20 pounds. And you could do like a family album like this, right? That might be cool. All right, so this isn't too, it's maybe a little sticky there. So let's see what we got here. Oh, that would be pretty. I'm choosing this side. So what's everybody doing for the rest of their Sunday? You just going to hang out online, or are you going to give a picnic, or are you celebrating tomorrow, or you just chilling at home? I'm getting nosy, like Jacqueline. I know Lindy K still has her sale going on, so I think a lot of people are shopping, which is fine. Ooh. Okay, now my husband is going to try to talk me out of buying that stuff. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. So Roseanne says we had a big football game yesterday. I think her son-in-law. Oh, isn't that cute? Made ribs and wings. It was an all-day affair. Oh, nice. That's what we used to do, that kind of thing years ago, especially when my grandparents were still alive. It was a big deal. And then, of course, my parents kind of carried the torch or the flame, if you will. And now that they're gone, nobody's really picked. Well, nobody really has the same. Well, that's not true now, because my niece bought my parents' place, but she's got a young one and works full time. So I think it's not easy to just have a bunch of people invade your home all day. But boy, there's some of the greatest memories. Those picnics we would have on Labor Day at my grandparents. My mom and dad's place was right next to my grandmom's place. And we were definitely there from, gosh, at least noontime to well after dark. You know what? I'm gonna cut that little basket off. I was just, I always am thinking I have to get over my not fear, but get over my dislike of cutting things apart. And I had sent Jacqueline for her sale um, some cutout butterflies. They're beautiful, but some of them are really big. And I was going to say to her, when you show these to the girls, just mention that you can cut these in half. Half of a butterfly on a journal page looks really cool. But I don't do that a lot. I don't know what it is. Now some people can cut things apart and it looks really cool when they do it, you know. Oh, you are, Ange? Okay, yeah, I like to watch too. But sometimes, depending on your setup, you can watch and still be sewing. I can't take my computer. So, oh, look at this. Isn't that yummy? This is fun. Now, it'll be really fun if I have a duck or something. It would be really cute to sit on that sofa. All right, I'm winding. I'm winding. And I'm just kind of turning the, oh, see, now that one loosened a little. Turning this to try to tighten up the scrolly part. Just scrolly. Now I can always come back and add. I don't have to work, think, oh, I gotta put it. No, no. You can put it down and come back. Because you might find something in your stash a little later that you'll think, oh, that would look good with that hot air balloon that I glued on my scroll. And the other thing about this, um, it's doesn't take up much real estate. You just roll it up and stick it in a drawer, and it's long and narrow. So that's kind of cool too. If you have now, you could do this if you don't have a piano roll. Don't feel like, oh well, I can't do that. You can use a roll from paper towels. Now that's not as sturdy. Sometimes you can get um, a sturdier tube, like say it might have, I don't know, wrapping paper or fabric or who knows. Sometimes you can get some that are a little sturdier. I think that would be better to use if you have that available. But if you don't have a piano roll, use a you could do a small one and use a toilet tissue tube. That might be That might be fun for smaller bits you have in your stash. And then really the reality is you could go back and then use it like a snippet roll and cut some of it apart and use it in other projects. That could be fun as well. All right, let's snip this and see. I just snipped the leg, cutting upside down. That's what I get. Look, this would have been cool too. Oh, look, there's an eyeball. Ooh, what could you use her face? Rosine said, so funny. I watched 3 Grands all week, and then we have Friday night pizza. This weekend we carried on till the. That's so cool. Yeah, I don't see my Grands nearly enough, in my opinion. Yeah, we used to, my dad and my uncles, they played horseshoe almost all day. My grandmother would make at least 10 pies, if not more like 15 or 20. I just crinkled up. Look, this is what I wanted. I just crinkled it up thinking it was the trash. Busy talking, busy talking. Let's tear those words off. I'm going to pop this eye somewhere, baby. And pop it. And pop it. All right, we're going to put the lounge on. And I think I'm just going to sit it there. And all my cousins would come. At night, we'd have a big bonfire. Of course, everybody would bring something, but my grandma made most of the food. There was usually some kind of an ice cream treat. Does anybody remember Twin Pops? An icy treat? You could break them in half and have 2 little singles. And they came in like different flavors, like cherry or what you could actually get in our area back then, not in recent history. Maybe on the balloon. Maybe I want this on the balloon. Vanilla. We could get vanilla and we could get root beer. My mother's favorite was the root beer. And my Uncle Fred, somehow, he knew a place where he could get those flavors. They were hard to come by, those flavors. So we either had ice cream cones they would dip or, have some kind of little treat like that. Like the pies weren't enough, Ah. Oh, yeah, I like that there. Marshmallows, s'mores. We'd be singing around the campfire. And yeah, that needs to have a little trim. Oh, look what I found. Look what I found. I'm telling you, cleaning off those shelves, I found so much stuff. Oh. Okay, let's see what's up next. I see lemons. I have lemons. La, la. All right, I'm going to zip around this with my scissors. A burst of lemon. Don't you just love lemons? My granddaughter is now just sucking on lemons. Anybody wants lemon for their drink, she takes it after you've used the little juice that's in it, and then she just sucks on the pulp. And so I found a really cute little, like, pencil case pouchy kind of a thing that looks like a big slice of lemon. It's real cute. She's got markers and stuff in it. All right, I'm going to take this a burst of lemon. See, the thing with me with harvesting magazines, like if you do that in bulk, that's great. Oh Lord, I just knocked over some jazz. I've got all my trash sitting here. I moved my trash. You may not necessarily know or have the ability or the luxury of sitting and harvesting a magazine for a particular project, So for me, when I'm harvesting magazines, like when I did that a little while ago, this gal, she gave me shopping bag after shopping bag of magazines. I just had to get at it. So I just sat and ripped pages. Hey, Peggy, good morning. How you be? Oh, do you have guests now, or they have been there and are back on there? Oh, look, I got butterflies all over. Butterflies are pretty. Peggy always has company or something going on. She's a busy gal. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy. All right, so let's just keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, you've got more. Oh, you've got company coming in 2 weeks. Nice. Just getting a jump on things. Coming from Ireland. Oh, how exciting. That's very exciting. Using my little button bottle here as paperweight to keep that roll from rolling towards me. There we go. There we go. That looks kind of cute there. This is what G. Kerr does, like this. I have arrived. This would also be a fun way to preserve a particular magazine. Say, like you have a Daphne's that you were able to get your hands on and you want to preserve what's in the Daphne's. All right, I'm going to flip it over and put something here. I think my smoothie. See how this is all tearing apart? That's just the nature of the beast of a piano roll. So if I glue something here, that'll stabilize that. I'm thinking I'm going to do these bottle caps. I think they look cool. Here's my decal. Decal. Okay, I'm going to have a little sip of my smoothie. All right. Now, some of the reason I'm putting things on the back side is also because of the holes. Some of your glue will come through, and I want to be able to glue and roll. Glue and roll. Whoops. I'm just going to do this a little while longer, and then I'm going to switch to something else. So you're not bored, and so I'm not bored. I feel like I get more accomplished when you guys are here. I'm definitely ADD. I get very easily distracted. Now, I guess you can use fabric too. Just depends on how bulky you might want this end product. If I were doing this not on air and live, I probably would use my liquid glue and really give it a chance to dry in between additions. See, because this is not good having these edges. So you want to glue all that down. And I struggle with, I wonder if this is going to come out. Doesn't look it. I struggle with the glue stick. I truly do. Let's see. Nope. Oh, here we go. Just kind of put a little bit of this on the edge. And hope for the best. Trying to keep that wound fairly tight. But see, if any of that glue squishes out, then my whole roll is going to be glued together. Now, I just picked out, out of my accordion folder where I have my magazine fodder, I just picked out a random handful of fodder. Alumata, alumata. Okay, I'm gathering up some of my trash. I and Kellyanne were sharing the trash bin while she was here, and I filled up the space under my desk where it normally goes with a big bag of who knows what that I have to go through. And I haven't done it yet. Shucka. I've been busy trying to clean up some messes I've had. Oh, look, here's another. That's kind of cool. This is definitely cool. Now, you could also use this piano roll. You know what? I'm just going to take off those little handles, I think. I mentioned earlier that once you did this, you could certainly use this as a snippet roll. So you could do that from the outset too, and use, you could use pieces of fabric. You could use your scrapbook paper, but there again, it's not going to roll as easily as some magazine fodder. I kind of like that there. I don't know why. I'll try to get closer to my end edges. But you could be more particular if you knew you wanted to use something like this as a snippet. I think this is how I had it. You know? Nice, Ange. You're going to town. That's great. That must feel good. Quite an accomplishment. Hmm. See, now this is just weird stuff put together, but I think it looks cool. So just do what you like. And anything goes, as they say. And then you might end up doing something so crazy. It looks great. You might end up wanting to take a section out and just putting it on an art journal page. That would be cool. I always like to overlap things a little bit if I possibly can. I think I like that. Jassy sometimes will say, my stuff doesn't look like yours, or I can't do it. Yeah, you can. Just pay attention to maybe what some others that you like or admire are doing and try to notice what they do. And some of it, I'm telling you, it's overlapping. Overlapping. I think you'll like, the end product much better. Some random eggs. Not sure yet about those. You don't have to use everything you pull out, but you could. And then you can always wait on something, and then put it in a different spot. Let's check the back. This is looking pretty good. Okay. Doesn't look too sticky. Doesn't feel too sticky. I think I'm going to put this guy here. So I'm unwinding a little bit. I'm just going to layer that right there. I'm not sure about next Sunday. If I'm not going to be here, I will post a message. I'm just thinking about my week ahead. Our son is moving, and my husband's got a bad ankle, so Brian has made arrangements for some younger men to help him. And I was thinking we could go over and we could sit and put his silverware in the drawer and stuff like that, and maybe be supportive and a little bit helpful. All right. 3 more pieces, and then I'm going to move on to something else. Look how cute that is. See, I think I want to trim these out. Now, when I harvest this piece, I wasn't sure how I was going to use it, so I didn't take time then to fuss this out. But I can now. It's not going to be perfect. Yeah, I don't want Angie to get mad at me, but she's right. It doesn't take long to make the yo-yos if you have the right tools. I have a bunch made that I made by hand. They are horrible looking. So now I'm debating on whether to take those apart and make them correctly. I think I will like the end result much better. I think I'm going to use a different pair of scissors here. Yeah, I was thinking it was the contact lens that was giving me trouble, but now I'm pretty sure I have pink eye. So I'm thinking that was the trouble. So I guess I'll throw those lenses out. So tried a new crochet pattern. Oh, Joyce, I'll have to send you pictures. You probably make stuff like this already. So I was trying out a new crochet pattern. I couldn't really see. So I had 2 pairs of glasses on my face. Because my readers are the strength that I need when I'm wearing my contact lenses. That's true, but I didn't know if you want me to give away your secrets, Ange. But you're exactly right. Some people just don't want to be making them. You know, I'm thinking now that once I should probably see this is upside down. I should have put everything upside down. Oh well. All right. So think about this. If you're going to use a piano roll or any roll to make any kind of a snippet or glue book-esque kind of a thing, and you're decorating both sides, decide whether you want to be able to look at this right side up or flip it around. See, this everything is the other way. So I have to flip it. I always get very hungry when I stream and I get tired. I don't know why I get tired. I'm still thinking about Angie's fried chicken. Okay. That's cool. I'm not liking this, but see, I can glue something over top of that, so I'm not going to fuss about that. I'm just going to glue it down. So I'm going to keep rolling. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Just keep rolling. I'll tighten that up in a little bit. All right. I think this is going to be the last piece. I'm going to glue down here for today, anyway, for this session. I said to Jacqueline, I don't know if it was yesterday or earlier this morning, I have too many projects going at the same time. I love starting new projects. I like finishing projects too, but starting them. Yes, pink eye is contagious for sure. So I said to Hubs this morning as I was about ready to get my morning smooch, maybe you should just stay over there. I don't know how close you have to be. Like our neighbor came over and our little dogs had a play date, but we weren't hugging or anything. She sat across the room. So hopefully, I mean, maybe it's not, but like I said, it said online that if it's allergies, both eyes should feel the same. I don't have that. My right eye is really quite different. Oh, you're welcome, Ange. I'm not in there a lot, but when I'm in there and I see something, I like to answer if I can. I try to go in there regular. Okay, so I think so far the idea is working. Now, see, I've got a whole bunch still on here that I can use. Now, I did go in and trim some off at the back end because for those of you who, weren't here at the beginning, I'll show you. I've got this cute little, now this, see, it's got words to the songs here on the end. Of course, that's on what to me is the back side. Hopefully I covered up all that exposed glue, and when I go to work on this again, I'll be able to unroll it completely. My mailbox is such a mess. Got so much jazz in there. See, now I'm getting crooked. See, I'm getting crooked and I'm starting to tear it. I don't want to do that. And I took off a lot, but see, there's still a lot on here. But it's rolling up much nicer than I thought it might. See, I have this on the end. I think that's cool. It's just a tab that they stick on. Has like an eyelet there. So I really could, I could tie. I could tie. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Where's that? Kellyanne put this here for me. Hold on. If I can get it. She was tearing fabric, I think. And I said, oh, I could use that for a tie. You could use that for a tie. So she gave it to me and it's not cooperating. Are we surprised? I need some scissors to cut the little threads. This is a hairy little dude. Let's see if this will work. I think it will be narrow enough. Now I might end up not liking this, but we can give it a go. Oops, I did that wrong. I could wrap it more. Something like that. See, then I could just put that in a drawer. Doesn't take up a lot of real estate. And then I can just keep adding to it. And then at some point, I might want to use it as like a snippet, you know? So there's an idea if you have a piano roll sitting in your drawer and you're like, I bought that thing now. What the heck am I going to do with it? This might be a fun idea for you. All right. So that's that. That went better than I thought it might. Woo! All right. So I've got a lot of other things that I want to be working on. I've got a couple things here just sitting by my desk because I just keep adding to the stack, adding to the stack. Let's see what we've got here. All right. That's for a different project. Piece of paper. Okay, this is something I want to be working on. All right, this is a journal cover in progress. I'm not quite sure where I want to go with it. Let's see. What else I have sitting here? Got this. Oh, I don't know. This might be. Got some cheesecloth, dyed cheesecloth that Jacqueline made. This will get tucked over here. All right, let's cap up my glue. Always a good idea. Cap up the glue. Put the scissors back. All right, so to me, this kind of looks Christmassy, but I mean, it's not really because they're not poinsettias or anything. They're just regular flowers. And I've got some pins here. I did go and do some stitching on top, just a little bit to hold down some of this stuff. This is going to be, now this is more in the style of Amity Bloom. It's not totally like what she's doing. What she does, I should say. But it's similar. Stitched on some hardware. Button cluster. Look, just kind of made a jit mess there, but it looks cute. Got a bead. I didn't sew that on very tight. And a flower. So this has got to be attached. And this is pinned here, so this has to be attached. So this is basically how it's going to look. So I think I need more stuff. Need more stuff. Thanks, Christine. I don't know, Ange. Ange is asking a question. She's having issues with her Gmail. When she sends someone an email, she sends it, and when she goes back to check it, it's not there. I never heard of a hide filter. Um, I don't know if there's a place you can go, because I haven't done it in a long while, where you send a copy to yourself. If you can check that, I don't know. Mine's always seems to be there, unless it's going to a different um, folder. Hmm. All right, so this pretty much is going to be the spine. So I want something for the spine, I think. And I think I just need some more. I don't know, maybe something long there. So as usual, I always have tons of things sitting on the desk. Some stuff I moved. Let's see what's in here. So this is mostly paper and ephemera stuff. Okay, so I'm going to need that for later. And then Kathy Cal sent me a bunch of this pieces of this quilt. So I might be able to use some of that. Ange, you are so funny. It's probably a good plan, Ange. Now, I just moved a bunch of stuff off my desk. Where did I? Pray tell, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I know you do. I get these songs in my head and I just can't get rid of them. Oof. Oh, a basket. I put them in a basket. A tisket, a tasket, a very gray basket. Let's do a little bit of rootin' here, or a little rooty tootin' here. That's a good idea, Roseanne. Yeah, I'm not in there much anymore, and I have to be more aware of it because that's how I get people bill me when I buy stuff at their sales. Ugh. All right, see, not, people like Jacqueline will say, yeah, if you want a coffee dye something, it's really easy. Well, you can't just put it in. See, I did this and I don't think this turned out very nice at all. This looks not good to me. I don't think the color looks good, and I don't think that turned out very well. It definitely, people that do it definitely have a knack. And I sometimes I like what I do and it turns out okay, but other times I'm thinking, yeah, you should have left that alone, baby. I think I need something maybe round or square up in here, something for the spine. Now, this might work for this spine. Amity Bloom will use sometimes like an applique on her spine. Now, I don't have the pages yet for this. This goes with the bee journal stuff. So I might have to stop what I'm doing and think about that. The chenille the cat sent me also is so yummy. That piece is a little large, but that might be a possibility. There's some fun pieces. The one thing I like about Naz from Amity Bloom is sometimes she'll put, well, I think most times she'll put really crazy things together, like color combos that you would think wouldn't work, or pieces of fabric. And oh my gosh, I just dropped something else. And you would think that it doesn't work, but a lot of times it really does, even though you would think the color combo would be too crazy. But sometimes odd stuff when you're putting odd things together. So if you just sit them down next to each other or on top of each other and just see how you like it. Don't glue everything down right away or stitch it down. You can use a pin or just lay it down. And then I know Dee Dee recommends this too. But even if you do it before you get it to where you like it, take some pictures. And then you can go back and look at your pictures and say, oh, yeah, I really liked that. Or, no, this didn't work. And it makes it a little easier on your brain power. See, now I have this and I love this, but that has to be taken apart. Let's see what that looks like. Let's just check it out. Now, see, I've got lace under here. I don't know if I've got my base fabric. Amity Bloom doesn't really do it that way, but I like putting the base fabric down on top of my quilted stuff. And then I layer on top of that. So I've got my base, which is a kind of a creamy color, and then this piece of lace. It's probably an old curtain or something. That I think is a little too wide. But I think if I layer that, and then I could put another piece of lace on top, I could wrap that. And I generally like to tear my fabrics, but some fabrics, you just can't tear. You have to be the Hulk to tear it. That might be better that way. I'm thinking I like this here. Oh, I'm having a hard time finding pins. That pin. I bought these because I was attracted to the shape and then the colors. But look, this is what they do. Can you see how bent it is? You can't even get, it's like they're not even sharp. You can't even get them in the fabric. Get what you pay for. Now let's see what this looks like. Okay, I've got to get different glasses on for this. Oh, I might have to wear doubles. Might have to double up. See, because I can't stand wearing progressives or bifocals. So I wear contact lenses and then my readers. And with that, um, usually works pretty well for me. But when your eyes are irritated and you can't wear your contact lenses, It's hard to see what you need to see. And you probably should ask one of your younger nephews. I'm wondering if I should just, instead of trying to take this off, like sometimes you can really see the stitches of how they put it on, but I'm not seeing that. So like I said, I've been wearing two sets of glasses. So let's put those back on. Oh, there's the stitch. Once you get started, it's usually not too bad. Oh, they just zigzagged it on. Okay, I gotcha. So our son is very excited about his apartment. He lived with my mom for really a long time, and then her health and her situation changed very quickly, and he had to find another place to live. And so that all went and happened very quickly, and not a lot of time to make decisions and whatnot. And so it really wasn't an exciting, pleasant experience. So he needs to make another change. So he's been able to shop around for an apartment, made a leisurely decision, and is picking out some things, to enhance his space. So he's getting excited for this change and next chapter. Somebody might have a video, like I think Doris said, if there's somebody's or choice, maybe if you Google, there's probably a video you can watch, and it might be helpful where they walk you through. And the other thing is too, do you really need to know where it's at? Do you really need to go back and look at it? Don't are you making yourself crazy for no reason? Just that's also maybe something else to think about. I don't know. I would think there's a way to copy yourself. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. So I just need to get off a piece that really that should be like trim this here. Now, I only want it to come really to the pink. It could wrap. So I think I'm just about where I need to be. gives me some wiggle room here, I think. They didn't tie in their end there. Oops, got to take off those glasses and then these. It's like, well, that's a good point, Peggy. Everything has changed so much. I have 2 accounts. Shocker. I can't keep straight who I am. Okay, if I put this up that way, I like that a little better, I think, because I can see the chenille. Okay, let's see if I can get that pinned. So I want this to stay here. And how's Candy making out? She's in her new place. The other day she said not everything had arrived yet. Wondering how she's making out. Oh, boy, these are really tough pins to use. Okay, so that's pretty crooked. Hold on. And that got a crooked eye, crooked eye. This is hard for you guys to see, but you can see it in person. I'll hold it up in a minute. Hold on. Leave that a little longer. That'll give me some options. Now, I want to be careful about putting things on the back. Like this is flat, so that's not a big deal. But when you think of someone using, like I think a big button would look good there, but not when you're trying to use the journal and you want to write on that side of the page and you got this big lump underneath, you know? There's Kel. Kel, are you at the cove? How's the weather? Now I might do this. I've got this little, I think this is sari silk, a little piece of the end of the sari silk. So I'm thinking I could put that there. If I put it here, I've got the same problem. There's still a little bit of bulkiness. This is still so crooked. It's a little better. Enjoying the sun? Oh, good. Oh, dipped 3 mattresses. Peggy, I don't even know what that is. How in the world do you dip a mattress? Goodness me. All right, so I'm thinking, but I really like, I don't want to hide that. I think that's cool. This I can glue down. So that'll be basically it. This will be, like this, because their spine will be hopefully there. Oh, I didn't pin those on. Hello. Now I'm thinking about putting those there. Now I could flip them and let the quilt pattern be there. Which way do you all like it better? With the pattern side up or with the plain and the stained side up? Oh, you did? She loves it. She doesn't have all the boxes unpacked, but is working on it. Cool. I'm just glad they don't have. Yes, that's wonderful. Okay, thanks, Ange. Oh, nice, Cal. Okay. Thanks, Angie. Yeah, I knew the other day she said she was getting some stuff, unpacked and all, but that all her things hadn't arrived yet. I'm assuming they're there now. Anybody have an opinion about which side up? So now I should probably take a picture and then just go to town on, you know, fixing it. I think I need something here maybe. This is really loose. I could add glue maybe there. Let's see. Let's see what I have in the way of buttons that I have tons of buttons, but I don't know that I have anything right here easy to grab. It's kind of cool. I might need a color. It's too purple. Hmm. Hmm. Or do I just leave the doily? Yeah, I know. I know you do, Ange. I think she's pretty cautious. I wish they could find what's that going on and she could get some relief. That might be pretty. Okay, is anybody paying attention to me? Like, what do we like better? Just leave the doily and stitch that on? It still has the metal in it. Add a button, add a button this way and leave that center exposed. I don't know. 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 Not that. That, you silly girl. I love this button. Can you tell what it is? It's like little little circles. They're the background's kind of shimmery. It stands out. Oh, it feels so nice and soft and creamy. That's a good idea too, Peggy. Peggy's saying try turning off your phone and then turn it back on. Or if you're using a computer, shut your computer off and then come back on. I have so many button choices. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Iceberg. It's too heavy. Now that's a little smaller, so you can see some of the design. Oh, that might be nice. And it says put a button in the middle. Okay, baby. I'm liking that one because it's smaller. Oh, this is a heart. That won't be flat, but that's a cute button. Oh, cute doll. I like this one too because it's a deeper red. Oh, if that was littler. I mean, that's still, boy, that's a nice button too. I just love the way. I know, right, Peggy? It does, but it's not really. These are just like fuchsias. And I've got pink. I've got pink and green. Maybe I should look for a pink button to play down the red. All right, we'll leave that out. There's a square. Now I've got more buttons right here without having to get up. I don't think I've got any pink though here. I'm sure I do have pink somewhere. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid it from looking too Christmassy though, Cal. I like the deep red too at this point, but I'm just wondering if a pink might or a coral might help it not look so. I mean, it definitely does have a Christmas vibe to it. It's not going to be a Christmas journal. I've got pink up there. This is too small. Mm. Yeah, the doily is like a wreath. Should I look for a square doily? I have those somewhere. I think the green's going to give me the same look. There's a silver. Mm. Yeah, I've got square ones somewhere. I'm just trying to think where I have. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. I love this button. This is a gold, like a country gold. All right, hold on. So these are ones I don't want to put back. I'll keep them out. Now, the trick is going to be can I get to where I know Kel is laughing. She's like, no, no, not gonna happen. Look into one right here. Possible? Possible? No. Oh, okay. We're standing. We're standing. I had a sweater on earlier. It was so chilly here. Oh, here's another one in progress. Oh my goodness. I'm getting to it. I'm unearthing. Uh-oh, not that. I'm unearthing the thing that has most of my oasis in. And then I gotta try to sit down. No, I'm not happy with the deep red because I think it looks like Christmas. I don't want it to look like Christmas. I just don't want it to look like Christmas. These are all rounds. Hold on. That's square. I might not have to get into that. That would be nice if I didn't have to. If I didn't have to. Phone. Taking a quick pic. All right, let's see. I like the deep red one. I'm not saying I don't like it. I do like the deep red. That's my favorite. But I do think it really gives it a Christmas vibe, which I don't want. Are you tracking with me? Are you understanding? That's what I mean. Too big, maybe? It's not the only one that looks good. You see, it doesn't look as Christmassy because of the shape, I think. Now, what about that? It's the only one that looks good. I don't want to make a Christmas journal. I want to sell these. Christmas journals don't sell. A lot of people don't buy them. This isn't even close to Christmas. This isn't close to Christmas. Please don't make me start over. Please don't make me start over. Did I pin this down yet? No, hold on. Well, I may have asked, but to me, it's not the only one that looks good. I don't have a book that I can, oh, maybe this, let me see. See, of course, I stitched that down. Hold, please. What if I removed this piece that looks like Christmas fabric? It's not Christmas fabric. See, they look like fuchsias or something. It's not Christmas. And what if I put this green check here? Yes, I'm sure I do somewhere, Peggy. Actually, I probably have a piece right in my basket here. This is too narrow. That may not be sheer enough. Oh, I have these butterflies. This is sheer, but it's not real wide either. What's Joycey say? A cold front coming in? From Canada? From Canada? All right, let's see here. Of course, this is stitched on too. Let's see. Let's get rid of this so we can have a good look. Of course, that's all stitched down. This is doubled. So that's not really wide enough. Mm, that's not wide enough. I like this, personally. You like the butterfly? I don't know what embellishments I would put on the butterfly, though, really. I got buttons up there. I'm on the right track. Right track, wrong train. Mm, Then I think I feel like I need something here. So is everybody yeah, I probably could make it into a pocket. What would I put in the pocket? I think I'm going to need some lace here. Oh, this side. Look, I like that. I just put, oh, here we go. Maybe something a little wider. I mean, the more you stack and the more you layer, I think a lot of times I like it better. Oh, Hubs is cooking something. I'm starting to get hungry, a little hungry. What time is it? Oh, it's after 12. Well, no wonder. I have green. I just took, oh, Peggy, I just took it off of, hold on, let me get it. Let me get it. Oh, it just came all undone. She's come undone. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And just leaving? She getting a little nippy nap? Bye, Ange. Yeah, it's definitely a different green. Mm. Yes, Joyce. We do a beefaroni. Yeah, with two grown sons. Geez, do you have anything left? You think the green is good? All right, I'll fuss around some more. Thanks for your help. This may not end up here. I may see if I have a green lace or something. I definitely like this. I might look through my fabric and see. I'm thinking of other fabrics that I have that I think might work here. And I have one that's got a lighter background and it's got some green, but I think also some pink. And it's like leaves. I'm going to see if I can pull that out, find that, and put that there and see what that might make. Joyce, this is a very good recipe. It makes great leftovers. And if you have some bread or crusty bread, um, it's good. You can always add a salad, which isn't a big deal. But I'll check with my husband. I think you just brown some ground meat. Everything's in one pot. And then you add a box of uncooked, like elbow macaroni, but you can use whatever pasta shape you wanted, I think. A large jar, I think 28 ounces or something. I'll check with him. And of spaghetti sauce. And then I think you fill the jar up with water or 2 cups of water. Channel cook. Ron does it. Throw that in, mix it all together, put the lid on it, and simmer it for 20 minutes. You know, something like that. Lasagna is always a good, yeah, shells, stuffed shells. You could portion those out and say, okay, boys, you can only have so many because this is going to be 2 meals or this is going to be 3 meals. Well, here's a better idea, Joyce. Teach those boys how to cook. There you go. All right. I'm going to keep working on this a little bit, I think. I think the Phillies have probably started their game. I need to get some lunch. Thanks for coming in. I know I popped on early today, but I really like the 10 o'clock time slot a little better. You like the green? Okay. All right. We'll see where we end up. Yeah, tacos. Time to roll over. Okay, Cal, don't get bored. Don't get bored. Um, oh, we enjoy your company too, Peggy. Thanks for taking time to come in. Oh, they do cook? Oh, that's good. Hey, Joyce, if you want that recipe, just let me know. You're welcome, Dar. Um, let me know and I'll get it and I'll send it over to you. But it's real easy and really it's so yummy. It's so yummy. And yeah, we love it leftover. I'm not a big leftover person. Since I had my surgery, I'm a little more open to it, but that's one thing that I do like leftover. But Peggy makes a good point. Tacos. I mean, you just make up a big batch of that, and for really any kind of lunch, dinner, I'd eat that for breakfast, you know? You could really put it on a salad. Cook twice, freeze once. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If you have the freezer space, that's even better, right? All right, so I'm going to cut out. Thanks so much. Um, I look forward to seeing you maybe Tuesday evening. I plan to be live at 8:30 on Tuesday evening right here on the Bricolage with Pink Girly. Yes, I will. I will definitely send it. I'll go ask the master chef here. It's so easy, Joyce. All right, don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Until next time, bye bye for now. And I'm missing my little friend saying, how's she say it? Meow, meow. Something like that. She doesn't meow for now. For now. You did tacos already? Oh, yeah. Well, you could make a list and have a rotation for the month. That'd be good. All right, kids, I'm out.